Good evening, Malaysia. Welcome to our live forum when the winds rise. I'm Adam from the Humanitarian Relief Network, and today we'll dive into the powerful and unpredictable world of tropical cyclones. Joining me are our brilliant panels. Let's introduce them. Please come in, please come in. Welcome, everyone. So, please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Adam. Pleasure having me here. So, my name is Basyirul Mufid. I'm like extroverted lah here. And thank you for the term. I'm Garry, and as an engineer, I'm pleasure to be here to share my view on how to communicate this cycle.
Thank you, Mr. Eder. I also excited for good conversation with you. So my name is Azri, as an environmental expert for industry.
Thanks again for inviting us. I'm Akmal Danial as an officer.
Okay, wait. Mufid, as a weather expert, how do even this tropical cyclone even form?
That's a good question. Thanks. First, so, cyclones form over warm oceans when the most air rises and cools. This releases heat, making air rise faster. As a reflex spirit, the air starts swirling. That is what we call it cyclone. So, we have actually fact right here. So can I use what we call fiction? So for yeah, example, this cycle for editor cycle. So the first one. The fact that cyclones rotate around the globe in the northern hemisphere. So this is so this is what we call it northern hemisphere, and we have one more. This is right here. This is the country top, such as south of the hemisphere. Sorry. So, let's see fact number one. Fact number two is the other cyclone is coming and was safely under the wall of cyclones. And this is the ice of cyclones. And this is wall of the more thingy like that. And lastly, cycle can last for over a week and travel 1,000 kilometers in the air. So let's say that long term uh, Cyclone and
Mr. Mufid. So basically, Cyclone is like a giant mini disc.
A good joke actually. But did you guys know that the strongest tropical cyclone was ever recorded was in 1979, which is the typhoon T. It was over 2,000 kilometers wide. So,
Very good.
yes. Azri, as an expert in environment, let's talk about environment. So, what happens to nature when this cyclone hits?
So if we take on environmental perspective of the cyclone when they hit the nature, basically cyclone can cause damage to coral reef and also flood forest and also uproots the trees, especially mangrove. Mangrove are especially vulnerable, but also super important because they protect our coastline. So actually, cyclone may increase coastal erosion, which can destroy the habitat of the marine species. Not only that, the saltwater infusion from storm surge can damage the agricultural land. And lastly, wildlife often struggles to find shelter or food after storms disrupt their ecosystems.
oh, so they like the front line of the nature, right?
Yes, exactly. So if we destroy the fragment of the nature, we lose our natural barrier.
And without those barriers, floods will reach the community faster, meaning more illnesses spread.
Yes.
Oh, it's fascinating how it's all connected.
So basically, if you guys want to know, a study shows that mangrove roots can filter up to 90% sediment from water. So it's like the best natural filtration, which helps improve our water clarity and quality in our coastal areas.
Okay. Nice fact.
Fascinating. Now, Mr. Garry,
Yes.
what can we do structurally to stay safe?
Okay, so when we talk about cyclone, I suggest that we create what we call a slope roof with a strong foundation, which also the material of the slope roof also important, especially want to mitigate these cyclones.
But how do you integrate the slope roof at the pond?
Okay, nice question. In my opinion, first of all, if we're using a slope roof, we can use the slope roof for because this first of all is reducing the wind pressures. I showed some of the pictures. Okay, so this is the pictures of the slope roof. Okay, as you can see, when we implemented the slope roof, we can see how they can reduce the wind pressure, which according to the Bernoulli principle. So when the wind pressure will reduce, they can reduce also the chance of the high uplift forces, which can avoid the roof itself to be uplifted and to be blown away. So this is how we keep up the warehouse safe, especially when you talk about the storage itself. Sorry. So Mr. Jerry, I have one question. Wait. So how the priority that has been worked by Cyclone, especially at the part that AD at close of C1. Right. That's a good one. Because this is the example of the subgroup that we can use. First of all, because we know the cyclone also carry the rainwater, so the rainwater can fall down here, and due to the gravity itself, it causes the rainwater to slightly drop and go to this filter here, and it will filter out, which can reduce and avoid the rainwater to enter to the warehouse storage. Good solution. So how about the wind resistant level? Okay, so for the wind resistant level, as I just mentioned before, that they reduces the wind pressure, right? Okay, so because of that thing, because the wind resistance also will be reduced, because the uplift forces also reduce, which reduce the chance for the roof itself to be blown away, to fly away, because of the strength of the cyclone itself. I can give you one of the example in Portland. They can use this slab roof at the warehouse area and also in the container storage, which and also some of the port also in the Portland, especially at the passenger terminal, also they're using slab roof, which can reduce the chance of the room itself to be blown away, which can ensure the safety of the goods and also the safety of the passenger at the passenger terminals.
I see.
That's actually fascinating.
Very good.
Very good.
So, Mr. Akmal, as a health officer, post-cyclone often get unnoticed. Post-cyclone health often get unnoticed. What do we need? What do we all need to know about this?
Yeah, you all should know the step is first to clean water. First can contaminate the supplies, and as we can see, the outbreaks of the cold, dengue, and skin infections. Mental health is the another big one, and on the disaster that can cause anxiety or the PTSD, which is the floodwater becomes a breeding ground for the mosquitoes. Limited access to the medication during disaster period, chronic disease. Next is for the children and the elderly are especially for the vulnerable to dehydration or any infections toward their self.
And people also living in shelters for too long. Is that right?
Yes, overcrowding also can increase the respiratory infections.
So basically, medical response need to be quick and well equipped.
As we can yes, you can see in the world scenarios, studies shows that after major floods, after the big, huge major floods, 40% of the survivors experience the signs of the emotional distress because of the traumatized or traumatic events.
Now I know. Now I know this.
Very bad for them.
Yes. We have heard everything from our brilliant panels from the talking stick. So what is a message that you can share to our viewers?
Stay informed, monitor weather updates.
Protect the environment because it protects us.
Feel smart, don't government for safety.
Stay healthy, prepare emergency kit and clean water.
And support disaster relief. NGOs like ours respond fast, but we need your help. After a cyclone hits, NGOs step in distributing food, shelter, and medical care. But we should not wait for disaster. We need community awareness, emergency drills, and early warning systems. And above all, we must act on the climate change. Stronger storms are coming and we must be ready. Prepare!
Protect
So that's it for today's forum. Let's face the storm with knowledge, strength, and community spirit. Have a great day, Malaysia. Bye bye.
Thank you.